All right, and these are the live visuals that we're getting right now of Prime Minister Narendra Modi meeting German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, who is in India for a two-day visit. There's lots on the agenda when it comes to further bilateral cooperation and strengthening bilateral ties between the two. Chancellor of Germany, Friedrich Merz, arrived at the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel International Airport early today as he embarks on his first official visit to India. Shoring up bilateral ties in trade, in investment, critical technologies and defense are set to be the focus of wide-ranging talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and German Chancellor in Ahmedabad. Besides holding talks with Prime Minister Modi, is also scheduled to visit the Sabarmati Ashram. And these are the visuals that we're getting right now of the meet between the two. We're also given to understand that he will be participating in a kite festival and will attend a skill development event in Ahmedabad later on as well. There you can see these visuals live that we're getting from the Sabarmati Ashram there. These are the live visuals. That's German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, who is on his first official visit to India. For more on this, we have Siddhant with us. Siddhant, thank you so much for joining us. We're getting the live visuals here. Prime Minister Modi with Friedrich Merz there. What can you tell us of the bilateral engagements planned for the day?
It's a very, very important visit of German Chancellor Friedrich Merz to India. In fact, it's his first visit to Asia, and this visit is also happening ahead of the annual summit which takes place between the two countries. So it's not that this visit is happening for the annual summit, but this visit is happening ahead of the annual summit. Perhaps we could expect later this year Prime Minister Modi to be traveling to Germany for the annual summit. So it talks about the special relationship between India and Germany, and in fact both leaders have remained in touch. They have met also on the sidelines of the multilateral events, and now these powerful pictures are coming from Ahmedabad, where both leaders are visiting Sabarmati Ashram, paying tributes to the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, and after which, as per the itinerary of Chancellor's visit, both leaders will be going to attend the kite festival, which is already going on in Ahmedabad. Both leaders will be flying kite, after which they will hold delegation-level talks, followed by the press statement. So as I was pointing out before, a very, very significant visit, because this is the first visit of German Chancellor to Asia, and instead of going to China, he decided to visit India. Despite the trade between Germany and China is 8 times of the trade between Germany and India. So it shows that the German leadership, the current German leadership, is perhaps looking to diversify markets for German goods. Now, talking about the key takeaways, perhaps what we could expect from the visit, then there could be some announcement in the defense sector. Advancing defense cooperation will be high on agenda. Then focus would be on green tech and clean energy. We could also expect some announcements in education and academics. Perhaps in 2022, both India and Germany signed mobility pact, under which 90,000 Indians could go to Germany. So we could expect some mobility pact also to be signed between, or advancing of the cooperation in that. So it's going to be a very, very significant visit. In fact, it's the first incoming visit of any world leader to India in 2026, and also this is happening ahead of India-EU summit later this month.
All right, for more on this, we have Payal live with us from Sabarmati Ashram as well. Payal, big day today, lots of bilateral engagements planned there. What can you tell us?
It's going to be a day full as far as Prime Minister Narendra Modi's schedule is really concerned. He's currently at the Sabarmati Ashram. It's a very, very significant place for any visiting delegation or any visiting dignitary as well. That is where the roots of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, are really concerned as well. And you can see the visuals on our screen, where of course everybody who comes in, tries their hand at their traditional charkha, goes around, sees the place. That's where of course Mahatma Gandhi Mahatma Gandhi's significant Gajli is there, and of course, there's a lot of expansion of the Sabarmati River. Sabarmati Ashram that is taking place, and that is something which the Prime Minister will be showcasing to the visiting delegation. Like Siddhant was mentioning, it's a very, very important visit, by the German Chancellor, his first visit to India. After Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently ran into him on the sidelines of the G7 summit in Canada and then invited him to come to India as well. So he's going to be there, after which they will be both going and inaugurating the will be inaugurating the Kite Festival. The Kite Festival is a very traditional festival as far as Gujarat is concerned, because 13th and 14th is Uttarayan, a huge festival for this part of the country as well. Prime Minister has been doing this inauguration for decades together now as well. So that is something which is there, and after which there will be bilateral conversation that the two will really have. After which Prime Minister Narendra Modi will return back to the national capital, and the German Chancellor is expected to go to Bangalore tomorrow for a series of other meetings as well. So obviously, Prime Minister showcasing this part of the country to him. That is of course his home state as well, and the kind of welfare and development that have taken place, and also a lot of bilateral ties at the center stage. Our cooperation is going to be of great significance in that respect, given the fact that India and Germany complete 25 years of a strategic partnership.
Right, absolutely, Payal. We are going to see multiple engagements on that front as well. Let me just come back to you, Siddhant. As you were mentioning, there's going to be a big focus on trade, investment, critical technologies at a time when we're looking at a fractured geopolitical landscape. How significant is this visit? Siddhant, I hope you can hear me. All right, Payal, let me just come to you on that as well. I was just asking, at a time when we're looking at such a fractured geopolitical landscape, how significant is this visit?
It's going to be extremely significant because we are going to further our ties, and like Siddhant was just mentioning, that geopolitically, it's a very important visit, given the fact that the trade that Germany has with India is far much more lesser than what it has with say a neighboring nation like China as well. So that's something which is going to be on the cards as well. I'm just going to bring in some more details that I've just been able to pick up, saying that both the leaders are have set themselves for the ambitious $50 billion trade target by 2030 is what we're given to understand. More than 2,000 German companies operate in India. That is something which we are given to understand. Germany involved in many Make in India programs. 60,000 Indian students currently study in Germany. The high-skilled Indians look at Germany as US visa issues continue to persist as well. And the German Chancellor is expected to brief Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the UK war situation.
Right.
That's a very, very important aspect to underline. And both the sides will be pressing for conclusion of the India-EU FTA is what we are given to understand. So EU leaders are also the guest for our Republic Day, which is of course a few weeks from now.
Right. Well, Payal, thank you so much for that. We're also getting these lovely visuals from the Kite Festival, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is there with the German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, the bright and lovely visuals that we're getting on your screens right now. Of course, we'll continue to track all developments on this front. We'll continue to bring you all the updates on this. But with that, we're going to slip into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. News and updates will continue on the other side. Stay tuned.